Welcome to the tutorial for Datablue AVM for Office using Microsoft Excel. In this tutorial, we're going to show you just how quickly and easily you can process a Microsoft Excel file to validate the address information and append the Australia Post barcodes for postal discounts. So we'll open up the Excel file. This is the file that we're going to process. As you can see, it has what we've come to expect from data entry over the years, with different address elements in different fields. It is a bit of a mess, but that's not going to worry us too much. So what we need to do is launch Datablue AVM and tell it that we want to do some batch processing, because we're going to process an entire Excel spreadsheet. We're going to do a barcoded postal pre-sort process this time, as we're going to lodge this as a mail lodgement, and we're going to process a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. I simply tell it which file I want to process. Now that file has multiple workbooks, so we need to specify the one here that we're going to process. Say next. We now need to tell AVM for Office what type of information is in each of the different columns within that Excel spreadsheet. We can see here that it's got most of them. The one that it hasn't picked up is zip code. I'll just simply click on that, drop it down, and tell it that that's in fact a postcode. One of the really nice features that AVM for Office has is the ability to, even if you don't know the column headings, you can simply click on them here in the preview and it will highlight them up here and vice versa. So a really nice feature there to make it easy even if you don't have column headings. Now that we've assigned those, we can simply click next, and we need to now tell AVM for Office what we want included in the output. So because we're doing a pre-sort process, we have the option to output all the records, only those that are sortable, or perhaps only those that are not sortable in accordance with Australia Post rules. You may have noticed here that as I clicked these options, it was dynamically changing the output file name. So the original data source name underscore then the options that we've selected. I'm going to output all just for simplicity. We can obviously browse and tell it to put it in a different location if we wish, but I'm happy to put that on the desktop as well. Because we want all records, we want probably the mail barcode, the barcode sort details, and of course the match status. Now the match status will tell us if there was a correction made in order to get a barcoded match, what was the correction, and if the address is deemed invalid, why is it deemed invalid. So it helps us with our address cleansing process. Now that I've set that, I'll simply say next. Now I can add additional outputs here, so what I may want to do is create a secondary output with the non-sortables to a separate Excel file, and next, and so on and so forth. I'm not going to put any more outputs for this particular process. I'll simply say next. Because we're doing a barcoded postal pre-sort and it will be used for mail lodgement processes, AVM for Office is asking us about some information about that particular lodgement. So who we are, the state that we're lodging it in, and obviously the letter size and weight. There are some other features here, such as if we want to send it off-peak, or what's now referred to as surface mail, and if we wanted to put in separators and so on and so forth, but that'd be covered in a more in-depth tutorial. So with that basic information set, we simply say next. I can now give this process a name and save it. If I was to use this on a regular basis, say for example I was going to run this every week or once a month as a regular mail out, instead of going through this entire process, I could simply save it, load AVM for Office next time, load that file and execute it. I'm just going to run it now and simply say OK. And what we'll notice here that it has now queued that job, and in a moment it will start processing. As it's processing, what we will see here is some information around the process in terms of how many addresses it's matched, how many corrections it's made, and the total number matched. We'll see there that it's initializing and now it's kicked off. Now there was around 300 records in that Excel file, so you'll notice here that it is extremely quick. And here's the exact match, the inexact or corrections, total number match, total number invalid. It's now, you'll notice, performing the output, and as soon as that's done we will quickly flick over and have a look at the output. But that's how easy it is to validate and barcode address information in an Excel spreadsheet using AVM for Office. So now that that's finished, we can pop over here and we'll see we have this sample address data sorted. And if I open that, here is the original information with the barcode, the match status, and of course the additional tray management and pre-sort information. So that's just how easy it is. I recommend for more information, go and have a look at our website. Download a free trial of the product. The trial will run for 14 days. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us at Datablue. Thank you.